Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to the Chapter 2 OG Reload map. It's kind of cool to have it finally. Obviously, it's a reload, so it's a little bit different to the original Chapter 2. We're going to take a little look at the map changes here, going around the POIs and just going over what we have. So first off, if you're new around here, tap that subscribe button. Let's jump into this, and don't forget to pop code POST into the item shop to support me further. So first off, we're going to start off over at the top left of the map, Steamy Stacks. This is almost a one-to-one recreation of the OG Steamy Stacks. Feels a little bit different, a little bit smaller, but it's hard to tell. It's been a long time since I've been to Steamy Stacks. I didn't really land there in Chapter 2, so I feel like it's very similar, and it really does just resemble that. The two giant stacks are in it. It basically is a one-to-one. It's cool to have, and it's nice to actually have this as its own rotational POI. Really good for gliders, really good for getting out of here. Definitely worth kind of popping over to this spot. Next one, if you keep going down from here, you've got like a little docks area on the river, which is, it's okay, it's kind of cool to have. And then we've got Logjam Logging. This is the classic Logjam POI, but obviously remixed slightly for this kind of reload version. It's nice to have the Logjam finally return. You'll notice a few different Logjam little huts and stores with different logos on in different spots, which is kind of nice to have, and just one that I think a lot of people will really like and really respect and actually have that. If we keep going down from here, we have Fort Crumpet as well. This one actually has a really cool complex on the side of the mountain as well, which attaches it to it, allowing for like that rotation around the island and up and down, which I do like. It means you can go down. I assume you can swim in the water as well on this map, so you can go down to the water and then come back up this side over here. Obviously the fort's its original format with the classic flag and the classic builds and the old wall pieces. Really do love this POI, one that I really did like back in Chapter 2, so it's nice to finally have it in its OG form. Also, the big main POI is probably Slurpy Swamp, which was one of the main popular ones, as well as Steamy Stacks in Chapter 2. We don't have any of the agency or anything like that, so it's really like OG season, like Chapter 2 Season 1, that's what it feels like. But the Slurpy Swamp is here, and this one is amazing. Obviously, if you've never been to Slurpy Swamp, it's something where you need to go, because you can get a lot of shield from the slurp effect. You can get it in the water and in the barrels, and it's the classic POI just added in, slapped right into the middle of this map, just like kind of what they did with Tilted and a few of the others on the other reload maps. Stilt Town's an interesting one. This is one that's very similar to its old kind of format of being that sort of piratey style theme, and that sort of, I don't know, how do you describe it, that kind of witch big chuggus area. It's just always outside of Slurpy. It was a popular spot that didn't really have a name. I can't remember what people called it back in Chapter 2, but it's nice to have it, and one that I think a lot of you guys will like and land at. Also, we've got Lockdown Lighthouse, classic Lighthouse POI, one that, to be fair, not many people really went to. It was more of a rotational spot that you very rarely go to because it was on the edge of the map, but they've named it in here and had it as a main POI. The Spawn Island is pretty cool as well. I'll flash a little bit of footage of that on now. I do like what they've done with this, with the Slurpy vibe and the battle bus and obviously the planes. The next one we've got is Dirty Docks. This has just been slap bang right in the middle again on the right side of the map. Not bang in the middle, but you know, been slapped on the map. Perfect to have, and it's almost a one-to-one recreation of the original Dirty Docks, so it's lovely to have that as its classic POI. And the new one we have is Booming Base. Now this is a really unique POI, one we've never really had on this scale. This is actually, I'd say, the only real new POI which we never had in the original OG. So this is using all the alter and ego stuff which they had going on back in Chapter 2, or Ghost as people call it now, and this is basically a base that they have, but they've really revamped it. They've put a lot of unique stuff in. They've got different containers, different barriers, even got plane parts inside of here. So this is like the new unique POI for Reload. We've never received this before in this format, so this is probably my favorite one. That's why I've kept it for last for you guys. It looks amazing, and it just generally is an absolute lovely POI. You can see it here. This is the one I'll probably land at most of the time, just because it feels new and unique for this update. Also, we do have some different POIs around as well, from different petrol stations, different stores, and just little bits and bobs popping around the map. A few little just general stores, and obviously cars will be in this as well, so it's crucial to use them petrol stations to refuel your car and use it to rotate. It feels very Chapter 2 Season 1-y. It doesn't really add many features other than cars. Nothing else really gives me that further vibe yet. We may get some changes to it, or we may get an even further one down the Chapter 2 sequence, maybe one that's got the yacht and maybe the agency and some of the other popular POIs which had like the rig, etc., the grotto. So maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll even get bosses, but I feel like this generally works the best for Reload because there's no bosses in this season. There weren't any NPCs either, I don't think. So it's a season which was pretty quiet on the map, and it allows for them to recreate that in the Reload mode. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's map change video. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.